In the last two modules, we have talked about how to find the right ICP and then how to identify the right audience with the help of Boolean operators, right? But this time, we need to talk about after identifying our ICP and then filtering out the audience with the help of Boolean operators, then how we can outreach them, how we can get higher ticket clients, because the ultimate goal of buying this course is to get more leads, and hence we will get more conversions. So what do we need to do in order to get high ticket clients? The secret lies on our LinkedIn, and for that we need to understand that there are two types of outreach. One is outbound and one is inbound. So in this video I'm gonna show you that how we can do a lot of outbound. But again, in outbound there are two categories that we need to understand. One is cold outbound and the other one is warm outbound. So I need to give me just next 5 minutes and I will be able to explain you that what do I mean by warm outbound and cold outbound. The first thing is that once you have identified your TG, once you know who is your ICP, and once you have filtered out on the basis of different Boolean operators, now is the time to send them a message. But that message will not go in just one direction. For example, like you should not be sending that, hi Rohan, we have been following each other and I am into marketing services, so if there's any requirement you can let me know. Such type of messages will get ignored because nobody on internet wants to be get sold, but everybody wants to buy. What does that mean? That means that, like, if you give them a hint that the next message that I'm gonna send you is all about the sales, that is when these people will gonna ignore you. So what do we need to understand? We need to understand that, like, after we have identified our ICP and after we know that whom we need to target, the very next step is to track down those things, because not every time you will be able to play out on the LinkedIn searches. So it's very important to keep a track record of what needs to be done and what doesn't needs to be done. So for example, once you have got your ICP, now there are two types of outbound that you can play. One is with the connections that you are already connected with, that is basically your first degree connections. These connections we tend to ignore. Most of the times we always think about, okay, I need to outreach to new people, but we forgot that we also have spent a huge amount of time in building our network on LinkedIn. So why don't we are prioritizing that? Why we always run towards the second degree and the third degree connections? Why not the first degree connection? Because even if you have 1,000 connections, have you talked to each one of them? No. Maybe you have talked to 20% or 30%, but what about the rest 70-80% people? They are still untouched, they are still untapped, and that is where the potential lies. So instead of just thinking about your second degree and third degree connections, you should first think about your first degree connections, because these are the people who have high potential to become your client, because they know you, they probably know you, or they might have somewhere or other engaged with your content, and that is why they have just connected with you on LinkedIn. But now it's the time to warm them up, because they maybe have connected with you 5 months back and now they have forgotten you, right? Or maybe they are seeing your content but they are not engaging with your content. That doesn't mean that, like, they do not want to talk to you, but they need an initial push. So what we need to understand is, like, not always we have to talk about the second degree and third degree connection, which is always good when we do the cold outbound. But now is the time to make use of the warm outbound, which lies in the first degree connections, and that is what I'm going to teach you, that how you can make this stuff. And for that part, what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to go on my LinkedIn account, and then if I just click on my network part, and over here if you just click on your connection, so right now on under this profile which I'm using of Sanya's profile, so I have 803 connections, and these are all my first degree connections. And then I need to apply some filters. So let's say I applied this filter, let me just apply United States, and then what I'm gonna do is, like, I am gonna apply another filter in the title section, because I want to target the people uh, who are the CEO and they are my first degree connections. That is what I want to know. So all these people now on your screen are my first degree connections who are the CEO and they are from USA. Obviously Right now I have not applied any boolean operators or something like that. It's just a very normal search that I have done, but you know that how to use boolean operators. If you have no clue, just go back to the previous video and watch that first, and then you will be able to identify that how to identify the right audience with the help of boolean operators. So once you have got your audience, now is the time to outreach them. But the moment you will just send them a message, what will happen, you will not keep a track record of your prospect, in which stage they are inside your funnel, and that becomes very difficult to manage in the long run. So it's very important to have this data inside any CRM that you would like to, or maybe you can have this inside your Google Sheet. So for that, I'm gonna teach you that how you can scrape the complete data in just one single go without doing the manual stuff, and then you can have a track record of each and everything. So for this, we are gonna make use of this tool called Phantom Buster. All you have to do is you just have to sign up on this platform, and the best part is that it gives you 2 hours free credit. What does that mean? That means that when you sign up for the first time, so it gives you a 14-day free trial, as well as it gives you a functioning of 2 hours. So whenever you go and run some phantoms on this platform, so it basically deducts some timings from that. So if you're running a phantom for 5 minutes, then you will be left with 1 hour 55 minutes. So you can use these 2 hours in your 14 days free trial, right? And after that, if you want, you can buy, or you can create a new account. There is no compulsion with that. And you also have to install one free LinkedIn extension, because it has got so many solutions. So if you just click on LinkedIn, then you will be able to see that like it has many use cases, not just one, but it has many use cases. But right now, what we want whatever search we have done, so we want this data inside our Google Sheet, right? So in this case, you just have to search, so you go on solutions, you click on LinkedIn, and then over here you just search, right? Now this way you will be able to see different phantoms that it has, and then at the top you can see LinkedIn search export. What does this mean? This means that like according to your search query on LinkedIn, it will export the data, right? So now whatever filters we have applied, after applying all those filters, we have got this unique URL. So you just need to copy this URL, and then you need to go into inside this phantoms, and then you just need to click on use now. And after that, it will detect your account, LinkedIn account. So you just need to add the Chrome extension, which is a completely free extension, and then it will detect your account. This is completely safe, because I've been using this extension for more than 5 years now. And then you just click on next, and after that you just need to provide the list. So for example, like this time I'm gonna give this a list, CEOs list USA 2, because I'm doing it for the second time right now. And then you just have to paste down the search URL that you have got from the LinkedIn. Make sure that you apply all the Boolean operators, and after that you get this search query, right? And then you just need to click on launch, and the moment you will click on launch, then it will start working. So it will initializing the phantom, and then it will see all the things that have been there, and on the basis of that, it will prepare a list of all the people who lies inside this search URL. And that way you do not have to keep a track record of manual stuff. You can do it on the automation basis. So let's say you have 1,000 connections from USA, and all the people are CEOs. Then instead of just manually doing the stuff, you can just scrape the data in just one single go, and then you can have it inside your Google Sheet. So as you can see, whatever data I have got, so I have got their name. The headline is absent right now. They all are my first degree connections, because that is what I selected here, first degree. Then with whom I have just scraped the data from this profile, Sanajan. Then what is their location? So I've got the data on the basis of their location. Then which company they are working. Company website data is absent, professional emails data is absent, professional website data is absent. The reason is that like we are on a free version, and there are some limitations. So if you buy the premium version, then all these data will also get filled up. But I think right now on a free version, the data that is giving me, it's completely good, and we can proceed with this data. And then you have this job title. So because we filtered on the basis of job, that is CEO. That is why we are getting a list of all the people who are CEO, and they are from USA. Then I'm not getting their personal email, phone number, title, job date, range, job location, and then in which industry their company belongs to. All such data is coming over here. And after that, what you need to do, if you just click on download, then it will just extract the leads, Then it says that like to unlock the full capabilities you need to export 10 rows for free or upgrade your subscription to export all your data. So if you want to export all the data, you just need to uh, buy the subscription. Otherwise you can download the 10 rows right now. So I'm just clicking on download anyway. Or what else you can do is like you can just copy down the complete data and then you can paste it inside chat gpt, and then you can ask ChatGPT to filter down the data for you, and then it will be done. After that, once the data gets downloaded, then you go inside your Google Sheets, and from here you just have to upload the file that you just downloaded. So I'm just doing this activity just to showcase that how this works. Then you just click on browse, and then you just upload the data, and then just click on open, and after that it will start uploading the data, and then just do it inside the insert new sheets. That's it. Now the data has been fetched, where we have their LinkedIn URL, their full name, their first name, their last name, their company name, their LinkedIn company URL as well, which is the basically their page URL, then their job title, and then their job date range, the company industry, that means the industry of the company that belongs to, then the location, because we filter it out on the basis of USA, that is why the location that you will primarily see is from the USA, then their previous company name as well, and all these data is coming up. Now the best part about this data is that like now you do not have to keep a track record manual, because now you can add a new stuff. Let's say over here I just added a new feature, connection request sent or connection request status. So now what I can do, I can just have this filter where I can just add some drop downs. Let's say sent, and then where I can say not accepted after 5 days, and something like this. And then you can have some different colors just to beautify your sheet, and that's it. Now this will be applied to the complete column, and now we can see. So for example, like I just send the connection request to all these people, and similarly let's say some of the people have actually accepted my connection request, so I can just write accepted, and then one more different color we can add it, and then we can apply to all. And now this way I can say, okay, these are the people who have accepted my connection request, and then there are the people who have not accepted my connection request even after uh, waiting for 5 days. So this is how now you can keep a track record of all the leads that you have scraped with the help of LinkedIn. You can add this data into the CRM as well, and for that I will cover a separate video where I'll walk you through with the right steps that you can do it with the help of different CRMs. But this is just to let you know that like even Google Sheets are very powerful when you have got the list of your prospect. And now you can add some more filters, some more columns, like message one, status, and then follow-up messages as well. So you can add some more columns around it, and this way you can keep a track record of all your prospects. So I hope you like this video.